This is a very interesting topic to talk about today. Chinese Super League spending, splashing the cash on every single player in the world. We already know that Oscar has moved there for about 60 million after I believe Chelsea signed him about for 15 million. Johnny B. Mikel has moved there as well. Hulk has moved there, and in this season, Teixeira moved there last season. Axel Witsel has moved there this season as well, and they have been linked to a lot. And when I mean a lot of top players, I mean a lot. Ronaldo, Messi, all those type of players, and definitely unless you've been doing unless you haven't heard the news or something like that, Costa has been offered what's the truth? 30 million a year worth of wages, which is something else in China because there isn't any taxes. Even with taxes, that's a lot. No, I don't get that though. I don't get that because what he's earning in England already is a lot of money. And I think footballers they're really greedy in what because like people like normal pay people don't even earn um I don't they don't even earn like a sixth of that much. A normal paid worker is not even earned a sixth of that much. They get paid a year. So like to be going to China because of the money, it makes sense, and I'll never criticize you for. I won't over criticize you for that because definitely football is a job. Football is a job, and you can definitely, especially I know a lot of these foreign players. They weren't brought up the best way. They didn't have all that money, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So to be able to get as much money as they can to provide for the family in the future and the grandchildren and the great grandchildren would definitely be what they're is definitely be what they're trying to do because definitely a lot of these players still have the capabilities to play in top European leagues such as Oscar, only 25 and moving to the Chinese league. You got Carlos Tevez who still has enough quality to play for a top, for me a very top European team, and he's earning the most money out of any player in the whole entire world in 600 grand a week. Like that is something else. And definitely he went back to Argentina to retire for them. But when that offer came along, he is a family man, so he'll do anything for his family, no matter what. So he took that offer. Yeah, and definitely no taxes, no nothing. He can do whatever he wants with that money. Pay off pay. He could even buy Argentina. He actually could buy Argentina in about what's it called a year. In a year, how much money he'll be earning? A lot. And when I mean a lot of money, I mean a lot of money. The thing is with the Chinese league, they are a force to be reckoned with this year. Definitely looking for Costa. Costa has been unsettled because of the money. You can't really blame any of these players for wanting that money because, as I already said, football is a job, and in a job you want as much money as possible legally. Legal wise, you want as much money as possible, and if there's no taxes, no things like that, um, then definitely you do go and sign for the team that is paying you a lot of money towards your end of the career. Like you could say yeah that not every footballer will go there, but everybody has their price. Ronaldo will probably go there for if he was getting about 1 million a week. I swear to God, the government in China is giving them because it's not one or two or three or four teams, not the top teams. It's every single team. Even the second, third division teams can afford to play for big ass players. So for some big ass players, every single team in China has money, and that just scares the living hell out of me. How all of them have money. Axel Wilson even said to himself he was going to join the Juventus, but when the club offered him the amount of money that they did, there was no point of turning it down. Why would you turn an offer like that down? You can't, like it. It's a very hard thing to do. Obviously, they love football. You can't say they don't love football, because if you were to say that, it makes no sense. Because if they didn't love football, then why are they playing the game? They obviously breathe and love football. At the same time, when you're getting paid that much money, you have to also think of your family. Definitely, if you're doing football as a job, you have to think, because football is as you know, can be played anywhere. It can be played Sunday league. It can just be a pastime or a hobby with people. But when you're getting paid to do what you love, then you can even get paid more. I understand people like Alexis Sanchez might not see, but this is the thing. Diego Costa is being unsettled. Diego Costa, the warrior, the guy that like competition, that'll fight for everything. He's going to. So he's moving to China. He wants to move to China. So if someone like him wants to go to China, definitely every single player in the world like to go to China for the money. It's not funny at all. And definitely, what I've been seeing is players are Oscar signing a massive boost for the Chinese league. It is because he's 25 years of age, still young, and he moved. It's just a mad thing over there. Got John Obi Mikel moving as well. Got them saying, let me name a few of the big signs in it. Teixeira, who I thought was going to move to Liverpool and Chelsea last January window. We got Jackson Martinez, who didn't play so well at Atletico Madrid, but definitely can still play for a top team in Europe. Goes to China as well. This was at the start, definitely at the start. It just made so much sense. Um, Signing players like this, very good quality players, was just the start of something special for the Chinese league. And definitely for me, this will this is so. I just actually read an article that the Chinese Super League spent more money in the summer transfer window than the Premier League, which is absolutely mad. The Premier League, every single summer, the prices get bigger, everything gets bigger, everything gets more and more and more. And for the Chinese league to spend more money than them is something else. And I couldn't actually believe it when I was reading it. So, oh my god. You got players like Payet as well that wants to leave West Ham. This is like literally a different one, because he just wants to leave. It's not for Chinese money, but he's 29 going 30. He's a late bloomer, definitely a late bloomer. That he actually could, because he's only got to get one more big ass contract if he hasn't taken it. I think West Ham was his last big ass contract, but definitely the Chinese don't care. They'll pay what they want for any player in the world, and everyone, every single player in the world has a price, no matter who you are. If the money is right and you think, yeah, I can make a living, more than a living. All of them are already making a living. All these top players in the world, they're already making a living, live in a great place, competition, you're the king, you get money, top scorer, blah blah blah, things like this. But to just make more money, to be in a higher place, to play against, and to have a new experience, stuff like that, to be do all these new things, it definitely does. Definitely, a lot of people do like that kind of experience, which is a mad, which is very mad. To go to China as well is something else. To touch on Diego Costa for a second, what's it called? I don't remember the team. It's I think it's Shanghai SIPG. I believe it's them. I think they're the best team in China. They're just signing everyone at the moment. They've signed Oscar and Hope, obviously. So I think Ramirez moved over there last year as well. Too many top players. Ramirez could play for a top European. Obviously, he was playing for Chelsea before he could play for a top European team, and they're moving to China. Is that's just something else. But again, Javinho also has been there. So a lot of players. But to talk about Costa, oh my god, he's had rows with fitness coaches, and he also had problems with Antonio Conte, and he's been unsettled by that. by the mega move that might happen. Obviously, Conte played it down, saying that it was just an injury. It's better to handle it like that than to handle it the way Slaven Bilic is handling it. Even though he had a lot of balls to come out and say that Dimitri Payet was didn't want to play for the club again. It, they would have found out eventually because and definitely made sense to tell them because the next day he was obviously going to be left out because he didn't want to play for the club again, but no one knew about it. So definitely, for me, it was the right thing to do, but you could, you might have just kept it a secret a little longer, or might have just played around it. Antonio Conte definitely played around it, and he's handling it well so far. Maybe he'll find Costa, we don't know. But he has to reserve it. He definitely has to resolve the issue with Costa. Maybe give him a new contract, something like that. Maybe I don't want him to leave Chelsea. He's a warrior. He's a fighter. He does everything that you want from a player. Everything. He scores goals. He creates goals. He's a real team player, and he can bully defenders. Do every single thing. He just does everything that you want from a player. He has that proper passion of a football player that you need. And definitely Chelsea's best player this season. But it's just something else for them to think of. The Chinese Super League itself. They signing everybody. It's actually something. They're signing everybody. Oh my, everybody. They've been linked with Falcao. It's too many players. Like you could wake up the next day and take a job offer from China. You'll be still, even though you're not known, you'll still be getting that much money. For you anyway, it will be a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot of money because like China, the government are paying. The government are the people that are paying these people. They're paying all these clubs. So the government are wasting their money on football to bring in more top class football players, to attract more investment, to attract more opportunities for the country, to attract more different people into the country, and agents, all of that into the country. It makes the country bigger as a whole. Definitely makes the country big, and it's just very smart. They're developing schools, football schools now as well. Now as well, I've seen one big football school in China. Wow, and it's a school that every young kid dreams of if they want to be a football player. And in China, they're making it possible for them. So definitely, football has taken over in China, and hopefully this just keeps on going. Maybe they can do like what's it called? I remember Drogba actually signed for a Chinese club a few years ago as well. But hopefully they can do like what's it called? FIFA Club World Cup. I know they do like a mini tournament where all the top teams from each continent have won their, just to say, Champions League in each continent. They do it like that, but I want like every single top team in Europe versus Asia versus America versus Africa. I don't care what continent it is. Make it like that, and that would be very fun to see a lot of these different type of players playing against each other. Maybe you'll see like what's it called, the Shanghai SIPG versus Real Madrid, and maybe they'll give them a run for their money because they have players like Hulk and Oscar now. So maybe that's something that we can see in the future. But it's just something to think about. What Chinese Super League breaking the bank for every single player. I'm just gonna reiterate, when you get Carlos Tevez on 600 grand a week, that is just some any player in the world, not even Messi's on that, not even Ronaldo's on that. And the fact that those guys have to pay taxes as well, and Carlos Tevez Imagine the bonuses he's getting, and maybe the sign on fee bonus that he got as well. Agents and families as well, they're getting a lot of money. So this is a win-win either way for players, for any player in the whole wide world. More players move there, the more competitive it is, and the less criticism it's going to get from a lot of other pundits, countries, and all of that. So, but thanks guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This has been Martin here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.